I'm here today to talk to you guys about dressing for success. Making sure that you look professional, making sure that when you go to a job interview, you're not wearing jeans and a t-shirt, and that interviewer is going to take you serious, and you guys sit down, you can have a good conversation, you can actually focus on the job, and he doesn't have to focus on what you're wearing. So imagine yourself walking into a professional job interview wearing a pair of blue jeans and a cut-off t-shirt. It's not professional. I can guarantee that interview is not going to go as well as you planned. The interviewer is going to think that you are not serious about this career path, and the interviewer probably is going to ask an extended amount of questions as a part of the hiring process to see what kind of person you are, and they're going to judge you based on what you're wearing. So what I'm going to do is introduce the importance of dressing in a professional manner, what types of clothing are appropriate for certain interviews, and the psychological aspect of dressing for professionals and dressing for professional interviews. First, I'm going to explain the importance of dressing for success in interview situations as well as professional situations. Many have wondered if what you wear really matters. The answer is definitely yes. Your scores and rankings can be directly affected by the impression that you leave with that interviewer. You want the interviewer to believe that you are serious, sincere, and know what you are saying. You can maximize your good impression with the clothes that you choose. These suggestions are not going to guarantee you a first place every round, but they will help you make the best impression possible. And that will hopefully give you the advantage every time over your peers that are also going to go in and get that same interview. So what would you think of somebody that came into that interview room that was wearing a lip earring and they had tattoos all over their face? You're probably not going to take that individual seriously, and you're going to ask an extended amount of questions to see what kind of personality that person has, because you had a bad judgment call on that first impression. You know, what would you think they're like? You probably wouldn't believe that they're too professional. You probably wouldn't want to stick them in too many professional situations, because you'd be afraid of how they would handle that and represent your organization. So when you have your lawyer, we like to also compare that to other individuals. You wouldn't want your lawyer wearing a pair of blue jeans or a cut-off t-shirt. You would expect him to be wearing a suit, because when he goes to court, he's going to represent you. And if he represents you and looks bad, he's going to make you look bad. Same thing with a doctor. You don't go to a doctor's appointment and the doctor doesn't come out in blue jeans and a t-shirt, oftentimes. While it is not fair that a person is judged by their appearance, and that judgment is also likely inaccurate, it is exactly what happens every time you go in to be interviewed by an individual. So next I'm going to explain what type of clothing you would wear for certain job interviews, meetings, and professional gatherings. Women usually will wear a dress or a skirt with a nice shirt or sweater. Skirts and dresses will at least be knee length. Dress pants may also be worn but are not recommended unless it's part of a suit. Jeans are positively not allowed. Not in any color, no matter how nice you think they look. If you're wearing a skirt or a dress, you will be required to wear tights. Nice dress shoes are a must, and absolutely no tennis shoes. Remember that jewelry and clothing can be a distraction. Be sure that you're not wearing things that take away from your professional appearance and that may distract you from the interviewer or from the message that you're trying to convey. Men will wear dress pants, a full button-up t-shirt with a collar, a tie, correct colored socks, and no tennis shoes. No denim jeans of any color at all, ever, no matter how good you think they look. Nothing at all looks like denim. Also, corduroy and cargo pants do not qualify as dress pants. A jacket is a nice touch if you have one. Always make sure that your tie matches your shirt and slacks, and a jacket if you are wearing one. If you have to buy something, black dress pants and white shirts go almost with every tie there is. It's very simple. If you don't think you can afford to look professional, you can go to an organization such as Goodwill, and they have that there for $20 instead of going to Macy's and spending $300 on a suit. You may think that white socks are fine, but there's nothing more distracting than playing peekaboo with dress pants, black dress pants, and white socks. It looks unprofessional. It's going to distract that interviewer from what you're trying to say. So now we'll discuss the psychological aspects of making the right impression using your clothing. We agonize over such questions because clothing is one of the languages that we speak. But not to be neglected is what social science calls symbolic communication. We choose our clothes, grooming, and accessories to show the world who we want to be. Thus, in adolescence, soon after the hormones kick in, we drop our drawers, raise our shirts to say, I have the power of sex appeal. We do this to earn the trust and respect of others, so that they will give us responsibility and money and they will treat us with prosperous, respectable, and a secure job position. I find it fascinating that this is difficult to trust somebody who does not dress properly. We want airline pilot, judges, and doctors to wear uniforms, and those of us who are in the business get to create our own uniform code of attire: blue suits, red tie skirts, and these. We don't want our heart surgeons and pilots to wear blue jeans, ripped up t-shirts. We don't want our bankers just like Jimi Hendrix. And while this phase is over, we climb into power suits and power ties, wear a lot of black, and keep our hair neat and tidy so that it does not suggest anything too playful. We choose our watches and our cars and accessories in order to tell others that we are successful and that we are in demand. We locate our businesses in prestigious addresses in order to appeal to the social aspirations of our potential customers. Such choices are forms of symbolic communication. Therefore, we can conclude the importance of dressing right and having the confidence to go with it. It is pertinent to your success that you always keep little things in mind, like clothing, and a little effort will always go a long way. In summary, I have covered the concepts of the importance of dressing in a professional manner, the different types of clothing appropriate for different professional backgrounds, and the psychological aspect of dressing for success. Dressing for success is not something that should be taken lightly. I hope that the information in my presentation was helpful and will one day help you become successful in your future endeavors.
Oh, wow.
So we're playing peekaboo, huh?
Hello. Hi.